I did it. I finally posted a video on movies with macro. I know some of you guys were concerned that that may never happen. You know, better late than never. And what better movie to start with? The Super Mario Bros. Movie, a video game adaptation. So, let's begin. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is the second attempt at making a Mario movie, and since the first one was a cinematic masterpiece, it was always going to be hard to top it. So how was this movie? It was fine, I guess. Let me explain. The movie started off strong. I liked watching Luigi and Mario actually be plumbers and just living in real-world Brooklyn. The movie tries to explain Mario as best as you could given how little backstory Mario canonically has. He jumps, he plumbs, his dad hates him. Just typical Mario stuff. And the movie has to come up with random reasons for everything after that to just happen. The Mario Bros end up in the Mushroom Kingdom, just cuz. Mario needs to save Luigi from Bowser, just cuz. And the rest of the characters just drag him along. Mario's not from this world, so it makes sense that he wouldn't know how to do anything, but that would also make him the worst possible person to save their world. But if you ignore all the plot conveniences and contrivances, what you're left with is a pretty straightforward film. You go from one place to the next place to the next place because that's just what the movie wants to do, which would have been fine if we had time to actually just breathe in one place at a time, but the movie rushes through to get to the next big set piece. It's only 1.5 hours long, but I wouldn't have minded it slowing down a little bit just to explore the Mario world a bit more. But by the third act, it has some heart and a couple of chuckles here and there, so I didn't have a terrible time. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. This movie got a ton of bad press for casting Chris Pratt as Mario. So, was he really that bad? Yes and no. I think he did an okay job as Mario, but I think there was just a lack of energy in his delivery that made every line just feel a bit stiff and boring. But it's not as bad as Seth Rogen. They just made Donkey Kong kind of annoying in this movie for me. It would have almost been better if Donkey Kong just didn't speak. Let him be Monkey. He's the leader of the bunch. Donkey Kong just says the same joke like 6 times, and it's literally just Seth's default voice. And his laugh. At least Chris put in some effort to sound vaguely Italian, I guess. Honestly, almost the whole cast sounded like their voice actors. Charlie Day, Anya Taylor-Joy. They really didn't try and give their characters a unique voice, with the exception of Keegan-Michael Key as Toad. And, of course, Jack Black. The highlight of the movie is definitely Bowser. Every time he was talking to his minions, or scheming with his minions, or just playing piano, the energy is completely different than the rest of the movie. Jack Black's line delivery was super exciting and hilarious at times. You can tell he was having a ton of fun. Probably the only good casting decision this movie made, which we kind of expected. Give me more to Bowser! Also, I like that one depressed star. They made me smile. Overall, the movie was all over the place, with barely any plot or real character moments. And if I wasn't actively reviewing this movie, I might have fell asleep at some points. It just gets pretty boring. At the end of the day, the Super Mario movie is still an Illumination movie, with a little more polish. And just like every Illumination film, they got a ton of licensed music, because Mario's music, it's just not good enough. Oh, imagine thinking Mario's music is like not good by itself. But I expected a bit more from Nintendo's first animated feature. It will probably be a great time to go with your children, if you have kids, or if you are a child, you'll probably like it. And it has a ton of fan service for all the die-hard Mario stans out there. But beyond that, it was just okay. I mean, on the bright side, this movie is doing some record-breaking numbers, so we're probably gonna see some more video game adaptations. A Legend of Zelda or Metroid movie would be kind of fire. But they have to cast Chris Pratt as Link and Chris Pratt as Samus, duh. But regardless, my opinion won't change whether or not you're gonna watch this, because you probably already watched it already. But if you really must know, I'll be giving the Super Mario Bros. Movie a 6 out of 10. Sorry it took so long for me to finally upload on this channel. I was still trying to figure out what exactly I want this channel to become. I think I'm going to start reviewing movies more consistently on this channel whenever I see them, and then in between I'll do longer, more in-depth video essay style videos on movies that I really love or really hate. So, did you watch the Super Mario Bros. Movie? And if so, what'd you think? Let me know in the comments down below. But with that, I'll catch you later.